Forget about the fancy new products that treat young children like passive recipients who must be filled up with information. Forget the screens, which don't offer children the three-dimensional sensory experiences they need in order to truly learn. Forget the apps that lead children to one correct response and teach them that there's only one right answer to every question. Forget the toys that dictate what children are to do. Forget everything that, for all intents and purposes, fails to promote the child's imagination and problem-solving abilities, because it's those two qualities children will most certainly need for success in this rapidly changing world. Yes, the products I'm recommending here may seem hopelessly old-fashioned to you. They're not bright and shiny, nor are they particularly exciting to adults, but children love them. And from a developmental standpoint, they all have much to offer. I'll tell you exactly what as I suggest each product. First up are good old crayons. Sure, computers can create more exciting images, but that's a function of software, not the child. And manipulating a mouse or swiping a screen doesn't promote fine motor skills, but coloring does. From early childhood professionals all around the country and even the world, I hear laments that young children have no fine motor skills anymore. Why? Because they spend so much time manipulating a mouse or swiping a screen. Also, because motor development occurs from the top of the body to the bottom, from the inside, the trunk, to the outside, the extremities, and from the large muscles to the small muscles. Fine motor skills won't properly develop until gross or large motor skills do. And because today's children aren't running, jumping, hanging, and swinging as they did in the past, as they're supposed to, neither large nor small muscles are developing properly. As a result, I'm hearing stories about children who can't tear a piece of paper or unwrap a straw. And these are widespread stories. This is not okay. We require fine motor skills for many things, including buttoning our clothes, manipulating objects, and eventually keyboarding. Also, the child without fine motor skills will never become a surgeon or a chef or part of any other profession that requires careful use of the hands. So buy those crayons and markers and paints and paintbrushes and child-sized scissors. All of these items promote the strengthening of fine motor skills and creativity and problem solving. Along those same lines, please consider Legos and Play-Doh, which are also wonderful for strengthening hands and fingers, thereby also promoting fine motor skills. But please, please, please do not buy the kits that are tied to movies, television shows, or popular characters, or that are intended to produce a singular result, like a castle or a pizza van. All of these have predetermined outcomes, robbing the child of the need to imagine. This is something that causes me a great deal of worry. With television, videos, and now computers, today's children have little opportunity to use their imaginations. While their predecessors were lying on the grass and finding creatures in the clouds, or engaging in endless hours of dramatic play, today's children are staring at screens and being fed images. That's part of the reason early childhood professionals are also telling me that children no longer know how to play. And how sad is that? Just about every young animal engages in play. It's a biological imperative, but our little ones only know how to imitate. Also of concern is the fact that with increasing emphasis on academics and accountability in school, even at the preschool level, children are burdened with more and more instructional time and worksheets, both of which promote the misguided notion that there is only one right answer to every question. But you and I know that that's not really how life works. There's not always going to be just one way to balance a budget or resolve a conflict. Adulting is all about making good choices and resolving problems. How well are we preparing children for the future if we take away their ability to think and imagine? So yes, buy the Play-Doh and the Legos, but get the classic versions that allow children to create to their heart's content. And here's another oldie but goodie, Twister. Among other things, this classic game promotes body part identification, an important first step in early childhood science, color recognition, and my favorite trait, cooperation. We're big on competition in this country, but in life, there are far more opportunities for cooperation and collaboration than there are for competition. If we just consider the number of relationships we have over the course of a lifetime, familial, spousal, work-related, community-related, we can see that this is true. But how are children supposed to learn how good it feels to be and work together when we focus almost exclusively on competition? Just like any other skill, the ability to cooperate must be fostered in early childhood. Twister does just that. Additionally, playing Twister promotes flexibility, one of the 5 health-related fitness factors. Flexibility is the range of motion around joints. When people possess good flexibility, they can stretch to put something on a high shelf, bend to tie a shoe, or sit cross-legged without effort or aches and pains. They can swing a tennis racket or a golf club, perform a layup in basketball, or reach for a high fly without fear of muscle strain, sprain, or spasm. Finally, we can't forget about big body play. That's the kind that uses the large muscles, burning the most calories, building muscle, developing motor skills, both gross and fine, and preparing children for a lifetime of health. Of course, a tricycle or scooter can help with all of this, but I'm going to recommend also a hopper ball because it can be used both indoors and outdoors. In addition to promoting good balance, bouncing around on one of these can boost the other four health-related fitness factors: cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and body composition, and it makes fitness fun. There's one additional benefit to these recommendations, and it's specifically for parents. You can buy all of them and still not break the bank, not even close. Thanks for watching. To learn more about my work, visit raypica.com, and I hope you'll like this video and subscribe to this channel. Happy holidays!